You replay it again and again. In the shower, in the car, at 3 in the morning, staring at the ceiling while your heart won't slow down. You see it clearly now, the exact words you should have said. The sentence that would have shut them down. The response that would have flipped the power in the room. But you didn't say it. You froze. You reacted. And the moment you reacted, you lost. This is what nobody tells you about arguments. They are not about logic. They are not about truth. They are about control. The world trains you to believe that if you explain yourself well enough, if you stay reasonable, the other person will finally understand. That belief ruins people, because human beings do not respect the person who is right. They respect the person who remains in control. Centuries ago, Niccolò Machiavelli understood this. He saw human beings for what they really are: emotional, hierarchical creatures. In conflict, the brain is not asking who is correct. It is asking who is dominant, who is unshaken, who does not beg to be understood. Most people collapse the moment tension appears. They defend themselves. They justify. They raise their voice. They hand over their power because they are desperate for validation. But you are not here to be understood. You are here to be respected. What you are about to hear is not about communicating better. It is about psychological positioning. It is about staying calm while the other person loses control. It is about cutting the strings that allow people to pull your emotions. There are 7 responses, 7 verbal blades. Each one shuts down a different type of attack, and the final one does not end an argument. It ends the other person's access to you. Once you understand this, conflict will never feel the same. People will stop feeling like threats. They will start looking predictable. You will feel the heat leave your body and something colder take its place. That cold is not fear. It is control. When someone attacks you, they want an emotional reaction. Anger feeds anger. Defensiveness validates aggression. The fastest way to win is to refuse their frame. Instead of responding to what they say, you respond to their emotional state. You pause, you look at them, and you ask calmly, "Are you okay? You seem really upset." This does something powerful. You have shifted the spotlight. You are no longer the target, they are. You have framed them as unstable and yourself as composed. If they continue yelling, they prove your point. If they calm down, you have already won. Emotion exposed is power lost. Some people argue because they are bored. They provoke because friction gives them energy. Facts will not stop them. Logic will not reach them. Engagement is exactly what they want, so you deny it. When they finish their rant, you say, "That's an interesting perspective," and you disengage. No debate, no validation, no resistance. Arguments need participation. Without it, they collapse. Boredom is poison to manipulators. Silence is one of the most feared tools in social conflict. When someone insults you, your instinct is to respond immediately. Don't. Hold eye contact. Count to 4. Let the silence stretch. Silence forces the other person to sit with their own words. If you speak at all, ask them to repeat it. Most people can't. Cruelty sounds worse the second time. The person who explains themselves has already lost. Another move feels dangerous because it goes against instinct. When someone attacks your character, you agree. Not sarcastically, calmly, "You're being selfish. I can see why it feels that way." Agreement removes the weapon. You are not accepting their judgment. You are refusing to fight it. Then you pivot back to the outcome. This shows emotional immunity. Only confident people can accept criticism without breaking. Some people hide their aggression behind jokes or passive comments. They rely on ambiguity. You destroy that ambiguity by asking a simple question. What is your goal with that comment? Now they must choose, help or harm. If they say it's a joke, ask them to explain it. You didn't create awkwardness. You exposed it. The discomfort belongs to them. Anger elevates the other person to your level. Disappointment puts you above them. When someone lies or disrespects you, don't yell. Look at them and say, "I expected better from you." Then withdraw. That sentence triggers shame, not defense. Now they chase your approval. The power has shifted. And then there is the final option. Some people cannot be reasoned with. They feed on conflict. As long as you are talking, they are winning, so you stop. You look at them and say, "I don't care enough to argue with you," and you leave. This is not weakness. This is absolute dominance. You have declared your attention too valuable for them. For people who crave control, irrelevance is psychological death. None of this works if your energy is frantic. The delivery matters more than the words. Slow breathing, lower voice, still posture, they escalate, you slow down. Contrast creates authority, storms rage, mountains don't move. Be the mountain. Here is the paradox. The more willing you are to end the conversation, the more control you have over it. Reactive people are easy to manipulate. Calm people are impossible to control. If this changed how you see conflict, understand this is only the surface. Some knowledge is not meant for everyone. Most people will never look deeper. That is why it works.